What's up? It's Phoenix Bars, the Paradigm Killer, once again. And this is X-Men Apocalypse Decoded. And y'all know I'm going in on this joint. Like always, this is the first crack freestyle format. But I just want to show y'all something real quick. Since we talking about, we're going to really be getting into Egypt. And y'all know that's my thing. If y'all want to get reintroduced, y'all want to get reintroduced to y'all pharaohs or Nasuts or whatever, you might want to look into some shit like this. And let me just give y'all something real quick. Cause this is some shit this is what I fuck with. Y'all see this picture? This is like one of my favorite pictures. And this is supposed to be Tutankhamun. Okay? So, all of the controversy around King Tut is Tutankhamun. Okay? All of the controversy on his racial characteristics. This is actually his golden throne. See right there. That is his actual golden throne that he actually sat in, and this is what he looked like. Okay. So I don't know. Like I said, you really think they really producing the real bodies of our ancestors? Nah, they got our ancestors locked away somewhere, and they promote these half-breeds as our ancestors, and they're not. Okay? So, I'm just going to get into the X-Men breakdown. And I like this shit. First, the thing that stood out to me is, it starts at 36,000 BC. That's key. So, even in the person's common knowledge, they're even starting further back. We're gonna have to deal with and see, this is why I go against the Bible. We're gonna have to deal with that some of our people actually think that we were only created 6,000 years ago. Some of our people actually think we as a species, or the people that are on this earth, only have been around for 6,000 years, and that's just pure. That's just false. Okay. They made Ra the bad guy. And see, let me break this down real quick. They made Ra, the unseen one, the bad guy. And see how they do it. They make the good. They take the concept and make it evil, and then tell what they did. Because this is all shit they did. This is nothing Ra did. This is nothing most likely a true black person did. Their stories of what they have done and what they're slaves in a way. Because you gotta understand, like I was keep on talking about how they'll take somebody's baby to train them to be their weapon. That's what's going on. So only sellouts and pale people get down like how they talking about getting down for real. Even though Ra's basic point, he is right and exact. This world is fucked. This world is fucked. It needs to be totally changed. Not destroy everybody, but everybody needs to know this world needs to fucking change, man. This shit is fucking crazy out here. Next point. The people. And you can tell just by how it goes down. Ra has to come into the way he comes in, even though he's getting per se worshipped, he gets escorted into the temple. The temples belong to the people, And they show you in this by just how shit goes down. They come into the city and they have to, even which is it's crazy because they don't ask permission, but in a way they have to be allowed to do the fuck shit they're doing. You know, these people are just under the gun. And the setup, I think, like I said this in another video, it's key how they locked Ra in the temple. How they locked him away by that big boulder, by having that big boulder propped up and let that big slab slide down there and destroy the whole pyramid. The pyramid, nukes can't destroy the pyramid, but if you structurally destroy it, it's gonna crumble like it's nothing. The point that I want to illustrate on this is that they got the good guys like this too. Now, we might have gotten the bad guys like this, and that might be why they have the bad guys get locked away in this way at first. They learned this from us. We had locked their evil asses away. And then, in return, they most likely, that's probably how things got switched. They most likely took out, if not all, a huge chunk of our priest class at one time by the same way at the beginning of X-Men, how they try to kill Ra. Taking power, taking the spiritual essence, taking the soul, for lack of a better word, out of one being and putting it into another being. I tell you, they talk about this shit in Sumerian shit. They talk about this shit all the time in plenty of texts. And regardless if you want to believe it or not, academia studies this shit. They're trying to find out how to do it. Science studies this shit. They're trying to figure out how to do it. So what I'm saying is, we the ones who really originated the information better be studying it and try to figure out how to do it. Okay? Being to being transfer. And then he talks about taking power. See, it's levels to this shit. He talks about taking power from this being by soul to soul transfer, which I said I feel like it's some relevance in looking into. It's crazy, but we should look into it. But also, I always refer to the Osiris story. It's just the easiest story. They say 13, but it's 14 pieces of high science. Okay? So remember that also. That's also what they're talking about in this movie. The 14 pieces of high science that if any group of people can reassemble, they will have the tablets of destiny or the great scrolls or whatever. Okay? When they drop that big slab down and they're about to kill them, and the guards inside signed on to die. They signed on they signed on to that. I gotta keep on saying that we weren't really no kamikazes. We wasn't really no suicide bombers, which we never were. But you can see from this example and the other example I actually gave you in history, the Plague Players, how we were willing we had principles. We were willing to die for our fucking people. And that's where they taken away from us. We were willing to die for our people back in the day. For lack of a better word, righteously. Okay? And that's what I'm talking about. Not off no fuck shit. Not just how dying for no reason, for dying for shoes. Dying to protect your motherfucking bloodline, to keep your bloodline going another 100, another 1,000 years. That's what I'm talking about. Armor is key. We gotta start getting into this shit. Even metaphysically, armor is key. That's why I post all this defense shit all the time on Facebook. all the time. I'm posting defense shit. Armor is key. In Peep Game, how the ancients got down. They always rolled around with, even when they wasn't in armor, or only time you caught them without their armor on is when they at home. Any other time they walk through the motherfucking market, they armored up. Peep Game about that shit. I thought it was interesting in X-Men. They have in school, when Scott's in school, they're actually teaching real history. They're actually telling the truth in school. So I thought that was powerful to actually have in this movie all of the schools deal with truth. And that's what our LOD wants to get back to. That's what LOD wants for our people. Actual schools that our people can send our children to and know they're being told the fucking truth no matter what, no matter how hard they know it's being told the truth. And this school system is set up on fucking lies. The school system is fraudulent, okay? Fraudulent ass school system. Crazy. You see the dude who's fucking with Sam because Sam woman want him. I never got that about niggas. You check your woman. If your woman eyeballing him, check your woman. You over here want to bully a smaller dude because your woman want him. Nigga, get off of it. Stop taking them steroids prior, you old fuck ass nigga. And he lucky he ain't get his issue. He lucky he ain't get straight vaporized out there. He lucky that door is in front of him when Scott started to let off on his ass. Like I said, issues in 2000, it's gonna be hard out here for a bully in 2017. And LOD is going to have something to do with that. Real shit. It's gonna be hard out here for a motherfucking bully. Cause we the bullies. You misleading our people, you fucking with our people, we coming in with real solutions and we gonna show y'all something. We gonna show you how to do this. Show you how to move in a room full of vultures. Show you how to move when these goons may approach us. We ain't playing. Ain't playing with that shit. And I end it right here. This is a nice point to end it on. You see, when the first time you see Mystique, she is herself. That is her original. That's her true self. That is her true self. How she portrays herself this whole movie. Be your fucking self. Even though she turned back evil, supposedly. And see, that's what I'm saying. They fucking with the archetypes. They tell you, and then they want to go back and stick true to the archetypes. But if you follow that Mystique archetype, the system needs to be fought. That's why she went all the way rogue. And Charles is awesome. Charles is 50. Xavier, Professor X is 50. You can't be diplomatic with these fucks if they not going to step up and respect. But I just thought it was powerful in this movie how after the previous movies, we'll touch on this X-Men shit. I'm just gonna do general. I'm gonna break down Apocalypse. I'm gonna break down Apocalypse, and then I'm just gonna start doing general X-Men joints because there's so many movies. I'm just gonna do X-Men Part 1, X-Men Part 2, X-Men Part X 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. But yeah, man, be yourself. Be yourself. It's gangster. It's gangster to be ourselves, family. And that shit was powerful to me, like I said. But this is X-Men Freestyle Part 1. This is Phoenix Bars, family, the Paradigm Killer. Peace.